Hi everyone, this is Stefan from Random Design, and this is ED-209, our latest case modding project. We built this mod for the game RoboCop Rouge City from Nacon. Most parts of the mod are 3D printed, but some parts, like the details, are made using a cold cast technique so that they look like they are made out of real metal. So, have fun watching how we built this machine. I started by making a detailed 3D model and printed all the large parts in PLA. The individual pieces were all sanded to remove the printing layer lines and then glued together. Small gaps were filled with milliput, a 2-part epoxy putty, and sanded down afterwards. Individual parts like the arms and body were all assembled. Gaps were closed with body filler and sanded down. The main body was stabilized from the inside by applying a layer of smooth-on's epoxy coat. Into the legs I inserted a metal profile that will carry the weight. Detailed parts were all printed in resin and sanded to achieve a smooth and even surface. Imperfections were filled with spot putty and everything was wet sanded afterwards. After assembly, all parts were sanded again and covered with spray filler and then hid by a thin layer of grey primer. Everything was hand painted with acrylics to achieve a used and dirty look. For weathering, a dark brown wash was applied onto the entire surface and immediately wiped off again to leave only some dark stains. All metal parts were also resin printed, but to achieve an authentic metal-like look, I used the printed parts to make a silicone mold and then a cold cast using real aluminum powder. Therefore, the resin printed pieces were also intensively sanded. I built a mold box from cardboard and poured in the degassed silicone. After curing, I brushed some aluminum powder into the silicone mold before pouring in the smooth cast 305 resin stained with a little bit of So Strong black. I placed everything into my pressure pot to get rid of all the air bubbles. I polished the cold casted pieces with metal wool, which nicely revealed the metallic shine. For weathering, I used metal wax, which left some authentic looking stains on the metal parts. Other parts, which I needed more than once, were also used for mold making and then resin cast multiple times. Afterwards, all pieces were glued or screwed together. Next, it was time for adze assembly. The leg parts were all mounted to a core construction made of aluminum profiles. I mounted all weapon components to the arms, which themselves remain detachable. The main body was designed to fit in all the hardware and water cooling components. I used an MSI RTX motherboard with 32 GB of memory. The Intel processor was equipped with an acrylic cooling block from Alphacool. Finally, I placed the main body onto the legs and attached the arms. So, that's it. Thanks Nacon for this fantastic project and Alphacool for providing me with all the water cooling components. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and you have 5 seconds to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.